Now, shall we discuss payment?
Do you know what I think?
What?
I think you were talking just there.
Yo, Rose, focus. Yeah. I need you to focus right now.
Yeah.
What's going on, it's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you already see Rekkai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, Governor.
Hey, Doctor Who episode 8. We are cruising through this bad boy. This episode is called The Empty Child. Look, I am having some expectations regarding getting to know the characters a little bit better. It seems like we're jumping into the deeper ends of the Doctor Who universe. Is that a thing or not?
The Hooniverse?
The Hooniverse.
Yeah, I know that you're excited because I think, and I know we've been churning them out. I want to say, I think this is episode 9.
Oh, yes, episode 9. You are right. You are right. This is episode 9, The Empty Child. Thank you for that correction. Listen, if you want to catch episodes 1 through 8, don't worry, there's a link in the description. You can get to it quick. Make sure you stay to the very end because me and Rekkai love to chop it up, do a bit of a breakdown on all the things that we love, and we look forward to your comments regarding those breakdowns. So, without any further ado, let's get started.
Universally recognized color for danger.
What happened to red?
What?
That's just humans.
Did he say mode?
I think so.
Standings, all those red alerts, all that dancing. It's got a very basic flight computer. I'm packed in, slave the TARDIS. Wherever.
I mean, we just jumped right in, so I'm trying to catch up like everybody else.
Okay, reasonably. Should have said reasonably there. No. It's jumping time track.
What was that?
What exactly is this?
I don't know.
No idea.
Oh, okay. It's not just me.
Door, music, people. What do you think?
I think you should do
Speakeasy.
a scan for alien tech. Give me some Spock. For once, would it kill you?
Did she say give me some Spock?
Give me some spark.
Oh, Spark. I thought she meant Spock like Dr. Spock. I mean, not Dr. Spock. You know what I mean?
But I'm taking it. Give me some spark. Is that? Give me some credit. Give me. What the hell?
Yeah.
So it's that 19-year-old dumb shit. You talk about there's a kid up there. He got on a gas mask. That.
Are you alright up there?
Oh. Oh, no.
Do you even hear that voice? Nothing about that says come closer.
Might seem like a stupid question, but has anything fallen from the sky recently?
They probably think he's a stand-up comedian.
Somebody gonna be like, rain.
Yeah, see? The fact that there's no electricity, well, there has to be electricity because of the microphone. Duh. I was gonna say there's no electricity because of the candles, but that's obviously not true.
Sorry if I said something funny. It's just there's this thing that I need to find. Would have fallen from the sky a couple of days ago.
Oh. Those are air raid sirens?
Yeah, I mean, this from the way that they're dressed, this looks like World War II era.
Yeah, yep. That's exactly what it is.
Bombs. Nah, she just out here.
Just because it sounds like Elmo, don't mean it is.
Look, nah. Yeah, that's your ass.
My
Hand
out-of-shape
over
ass
hand.
would have been fell off that rope. Dang, all right, spend the budget. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, maybe not this t-shirt.
All right, that's pretty funny.
What's that about ringing? What am I supposed to do with a ringing phone?
Don't answer it.
Who is...
The hell?
Don't answer it.
Well, if you know so much, tell me this. How can it be ringing? It's not even a real phone. It's not connected. It's not...
Oh, see. There you go with them poltergeists.
Who is this? Who's speaking?
The call is coming from inside the house.
Arthur!
That's the shelter?
Arthur, will you hurry up?
Guess
Did you hear
so.
the siren?
We live dinner every night. Blooming Germans, don't they?
This is like Harry Potter's family that don't like him.
Don't you RAF boys use them for target practice?
But she's got on a British shirt.
Excellent bottom.
What kind of specs he got?
Carving. Sit and wait.
What the
Got the
hell?
whole air raid.
Look at that. Bet it's off the black market.
That's enough.
Them
So
dudes
Oliver
is
Twist.
crazy.
They're kids.
Yeah, I know. Ben fell off. There we go.
Ah, Of course.
Oh, tractor beams.
Who's got me?
It's Captain Jack.
That explains his high-tech binoculars.
No, seriously, it interferes with my instrument.
You know, no one ever believed
Now look,
that.
they in the 1940s. Ain't talking about switch off your cell phone.
So is he a Time Lord too? Actually, don't tell me. Oh, well, I figured out. I'm out.
The mobile communication device indicates non-contemporaneous life form.
She's not from around here, no. Ready for you? Hold tight.
To what?
I've got you. You're fine. You're just fine. The tractor beam, it can scramble your head just a little.
She said hello there.
Hello.
Yeah.
What, you expecting me to faint or something?
You look a little dizzy.
What about you? You're not even focused.
She's like, yeah, I have that effect.
As soon as the sirens go, you find a big fat family meal still warm on the table with everyone down in the air raid shelter, and bingo! Feeding frenzy for the homeless kids of London town.
I ain't mad at that.
I told you not to answer it, that's all I'm telling you.
Great, thanks. And I want to find a blonde in a Union Jack. I mean a specific one. I didn't just wake up this morning with a craving. Probably would have just buried itself in the ground somewhere, and it would have looked something like this.
I'd have been like, what is that?
Who was the last one in?
Him.
No, he came round the back. Who came in the front? Did you close the door? Did you close the door?
What the hell? See, she no more.
Never easy being the only child left out in the cold, you know.
I suppose you'd know.
I do, actually, yes.
It's not exactly a child.
Yeah.
Go! Mummy? Mummy? Please let me in, Mummy.
You know the doctor fearless. Oh, no.
Mummy?
You all right?
Please let me in.
She was like, get your ass back. Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
It's him. He can make phones ring, he can. Just like with that police box you saw.
Mummy?
Better now?
You got lights in here?
So I love how like these future time transdimensional travelers ships all look like, you know, they kind of like pieced them together from the salvage yard.
Yeah, everybody went to Radio Shack.
And two, you just handed me a piece of paper telling me you're single and you work out.
Take your things, psychic paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, my man shooting that shot, Kobe.
Smith, but you consider yourself to be footloose and fancy-free. Actually, the word you use is available.
Oh, poor Mickey. Dang, boy, disrespected at every turn still.
Poor Ricky. Poor Ricky.
I've been expecting one of you guys to show up. Though, not, I must say, by barrage balloon. Do you often travel that way?
Sometimes I get swept off my feet.
Nanogenes, subatomic robots. The air in here is full of them.
They spent some money on the budget this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get down to business.
Business.
Most when they included an American, it's like, you know what? We need to go and step it up a little bit.
Tethered up to Big Ben for some
Got
reason.
the Wonder Woman shit.
First rule of active camouflage. Park somewhere you remember.
That's a good rule.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense, actually.
People can't usually follow me if I don't want them to.
My nose has special powers.
Yeah? That why it's so.
What?
Nothing.
What?
So big.
Yeah, you do got a set of nostrils on you.
I really want to know.
And there's someone you need to talk to first.
And who might that be?
The doctor.
Oh, it's another doctor. Ha! Maybe it's a real doctor, though.
We're discussing business.
This isn't business.
Yeah, not
This
with you
is
sitting like that.
champagne.
Look, that's
never
the
discuss
sit that's
business with a
like,
clear
hey.
head.
So,
Like, look at the way even Captain Jack was like leaning back.
yeah, he like, yo, you
He's
know,
like,
what's up with the...
Companion.
I should really be getting back to him.
Him?
Do you have the time?
No, that was a boss move. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
was
was
a flex.
Yeah, that was a flex.
So,
So, when you say your companion,
How disappointed should I be?
Okay, we're standing in...
Look, she's so smitten.
Now, shall we discuss payment?
Do you know what I think?
What?
I think you were talking just there.
So, yo, Rose, focus. I need you to focus right now.
Yeah.
So this companion of yours, does he handle the business?
Well, I delegate a lot of that, yeah.
Or maybe we should go find him.
And how are you going to do that?
Easy. I'll do a scan for alien tech.
You dropping bombs while they dropping bombs.
Only what it's done.
These people, they were all caught up in the blast?
None of them were.
They were ones that got touched.
You're very
the little boy
sick.
touched them.
Dying, I should think. I just haven't been able to find the time. Are you a doctor?
I have my moments.
Don't touch the flesh.
Oh.
Which one?
Anyone.
All of them.
Partial collapse of the chest cavity, mostly to the right. There's some scarring on the back of the hand, and the gas mask seems to be fused to the flesh, but I can't see any burns.
Ugh.
Examine another one.
You said it's fused to the face? Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't possible.
No.
They've all got the same injuries.
Yes.
Exactly the same.
Yes.
Identical, all of them, right down to the scar on the back of the hand.
Oh, there's a reveal.
Physical injuries as plague. Can you explain that?
Never heard that before. That's unique.
Mm-hmm.
They're not dead.
Oh. Oh, no, me and Nancy would have to talk. I'd be like, yo, you set me up.
Before this war began, I was a father and a grandfather. Now I'm neither, but I'm still a doctor. Isolated cases breaking out all over London. Stay back, stay back.
Don't touch me, playboy.
She knows more than she's saying. She won't tell me, but she...
You better have him a gas man.
Oh, you called it. Yep. Uh-huh.
You, my mummy.
Oh. Oh, that's disgusting. Disgusting and yet very cool.
That was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, they decided to spend some money on this episode.
Good evening. Hope we're not interrupting. Jack Harkness, I've been hearing all about you on the way over.
He knows. I had to tell him about us being time agents.
Okay, he was cool with it.
She is saying Spock.
Yeah, like Star Trek Spock.
Mr. Spock.
What was I supposed to say? You don't have a name. Don't you ever get tired of Doctor? Doctor Who?
See what she did there.
Who. That's funny. Remember, what's the name? The doctor opened that door. So Nancy's mommy.
That's when I was starting to kind of piece together a little bit. At first I thought it was like just the sister.
I made sure of it. Nothing but a shell. I threw it at you. Saw your time travel vehicle. Love the retro look, by the way. You're not, are you?
Just a couple more freelancers.
Ah, should have known. The way you guys are blending in with the local color. I mean, Flag Girl was bad enough, but U-boat captain?
Talking about U-boat captain.
Where's my mummy? Mommy.
Hit that little nigga in the head.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Are you my mummy?
Hell no.
There you go touching. Careful.
Mommy.
You better tell him, don't touch him.
Don't let him touch you.
What happens if they touch us?
You're looking at
Then
it.
you be... Oh, shit.
Mommy.
It's Nancy. Your sister.
Oh, it is sister.
Dead, Jamie. You're dead.
Mommy. Mommy.
You can still hit him with chairs, though. I mean, I'm just saying, I go full WWE in that room with them.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're gonna see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you wanna watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. Oh, word? We gonna end it like that? Oh, y'all tripping. Well, I guess it was a relatively long episode. A lot did kind of happen. That also kind of like partially explains why they were spending the budget too. You know, we got the double. The double episode coming on. We'll see. So there's some interesting new reveals. We got the main new guy that you were talking about, Jack. I keep on calling him Jack Sparrow, but Captain Jack Sparrow. But Captain Jack Harkness. We still haven't gotten a whole lot of information regarding like what it is that he is doing in time and space and interdimensional travel or whatever. But hey, I'm always down for a new character. If it wasn't for you saying that he's in a particular spinoff, I would have just assumed he was like a one-off kind of character. But now I'm really paying attention because it sounds to me like he's got a bit of history. How are you feeling so far about this episode?
Well, like I said, because I am familiar with Captain Jack Harkness, and I did watch the Torchwood series. It was like 4 seasons. So that was kind of my introduction into the world of Doctor Who a long time ago. But I followed that season because of Captain Jack. I was like, he's cool. He's out there.
Okay.
He's out there. Yeah, I don't know why I never really got back over into Doctor Who for whatever reason. But this is an interesting episode, and I still can't wrap my head around exactly what is going on. Like, touching this, I mean, it's interesting too when you think about, what's fair in a time of war.
Right.
Like, even terrestrial based as we are. We don't understand that a lot of other countries, and including our own country, are full on with using biological warfare as a way of war. What easier way to take out your opponents if you make them sick enough that they can't fight back? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can win a war without firing a bullet, but that might be worse because at least in a war, it's soldiers fighting other soldiers. But if you release biologics, you kill everybody, innocents, kids, women, like, I don't know, it's an ugly, ugly business. And this, to have like some sort of alien proponent to it is just, it's kind of creepy. It's weird.
Yeah, there's like this weird context, right, when it comes to cultural storytelling, right? Like for instance, this series is a perfect example. Like, some of the people in the chat were saying that the Doctor Who series started, maybe a few years after World War II, obviously, 10, 12 years after World War II, and the scars and the trauma of World War II are still wildly apparent. So you have characters like the Daleks, right, who are, according to people in the chat, are loosely based off of the Nazis, right? We have an episode here where you're dealing with an air raid, right? And it's kind of interesting to me because I think of like other countries and their context and storytelling. Like another good example for me is the Japanese and Godzilla, right? The Japanese are one of the only people in the world to have a nuclear device dropped on them and has totally annihilated not one, but 2 cities. So in their storytelling, you get a creature like Godzilla, a radioactive lizard that levels cities. So if you're not of that thing that happened, you may not necessarily have that emotional connection. I've never had a bomb dropped on us in America, so we may not necessarily know how devastating the concept is to have a nuclear, a radioactive lizard, stomping down. There's that thing, right? Whereas same here with Doctor Who, we've never had, air raids here, so the context may be a little bit lost culturally, but I'm sure if you are of the island or had grandparents that told you about that, there's probably going to be a deeper connection. Why So when you see these Doctor Who stories that focus a lot on like World War II and the Dalek and the Nazis and dealing with air raids and what you're talking about with biological warfare and stuff, I am sure the people of the island are like, yo, this is kind of very serious. For us, it's a bit more entertainment, right? You know, you may not have like that same cultural connection. So I guess I'm more or less just recognizing the significance of why it's based in these particular settings.
Well, you know, I think that's interesting too, because just like even when the Doctor, he began to tell that little story about, you know, basically, you know, he went from, that all humans were damn stinking apes or whatever. And then he got to talking about the resilience and about Hitler moving on, and, you know, his murder machine was traveling across Europe, killing everything, until one little island stood up and said no.
Exactly.
And he's talking about England, and it's like, that is revisionist history. I mean, yeah, Churchill did give a rousing speech, and all the Allied nation played their part, but. And this is not any bit of nationalism right now, actually. However, America did what Americans do. We go over the top with the violence and the stupidity. And it's like, oh, we'll shut it down. Like, we'll turn your whole country into a parking lot, you know? And it was like, you know, we drop one bomb and take out one city. It's like, oh, just in case y'all thought that was a fluke, like we accidentally hit the button, take that, and did it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and sometimes, you know, and really pretty much since then, you know what I'm saying, we've got the reputation well lived up to as being the biggest bullies on the block, you know, but we have a bully type government as opposed to some of these other smaller, more nimble governments that are just stocked full of crazy. That's different. But it's much like you saying, you know, if you're telling a story, you get to be the hero in the story. Your country gets to be the hero in the story. You know, if this show or this was told by, you know, in a Bollywood movie, then India is the heroes, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the colonizers, you're not the heroes or whatever. So, I mean, I get it. And you're right. We do have the fortune or misfortune, however you look at it, of being the only country that can effect so much misery around the world without having felt that pain ourselves, except for, which is highly contested, and this is definitely not the time or place to even get into that diatribe about 9/11. So, you know, but you cannot compare 9/11 to Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
No, you can't.
However, I'm sure that won't stop a number of red-blooded Americans, probably from the South, from trying.
Right.
So,
right. Well, you know, I feel like a voyeur, kind of like looking in on some of the storytelling because there may be a bit of that emotional disconnect. But here we go. We have a character who kind of like forces you to kind of like pay attention, and that's Jack, right? Jack is from my understanding, he's American, right? And
yes,
to kind of like tie into the sentiment, you know, something as terrible as an air raid is happening, and my man is over here sipping champagne. Like, you can't connect the dots any more clear than that. If you had an American dude just sitting here looking at butts through binoculars. You know, whereas like the people of the country are running for shelter, and you've got, you know, people, kids who are stealing meals because that's the only opportunity that they can get. So there is that. Like, we may be disconnecting and may be a voyeur, but we do have an in through somebody else who's kind of like exhibiting those same characteristics.
I think it's interesting too that, you know, this is a British show, right? I think Captain Jack's portrayal in the show is extremely interesting. The American shows up, he's full of flash and good looks, and he's a charmer, you know, but at the end, when you really get down to it, you know, he tells the point out, yeah, I'm just a con man. I'm not, you know. Okay. It's American. Got it.
All right, let me ask you. Okay, so we're kind of little going into the weeds a little bit. I want to kind of get back to the story, and that is we have a kid, or we think is a kid, that's giving off a biological weapon that mimics physical injuries. What can you take from that based off of the little bit that we know?
I don't know. Right now, I think this might be the first time in this series that I'm kind of at a loss. It's interesting too that it's all staged just during World War II. And on top of that, because if you look at the social commentary in any of these episodes, it's also done from a very specific British background. So this may be one of those things that you have to be, and even though I'm at a loss for this one, like an impeccable student of history, or have to be maybe even British to understand, like, and I'm spitballing here, maybe, after the war, during the war, kind of like what you're saying, that, you left loads of kids who were, displaced, homeless, and all these things because of the ravages of war and what it did to London and the countryside in particular from all the bombings and air raids. But not only that, maybe some sort of plague. Like, I'm not sure. Like I said, the hospital that is here was a famous tuberculosis hospital, because at the time, there's no cure for tuberculosis still or whatever, but at the time, they were shipping people from all over the country were coming to this tuberculosis hospital here. It was famous, but they were getting sold a bill of goods because actually the doctors there were doing just wicked kind of experiments on people, just trying to figure out what works to make this thing go away. And it was quite inhumane. And if you believe that sort of thing from what they did there, that this place to this day is said to be like top 10 most haunted places in America or whatever. Like, it's famous now, and it's, of course, obviously closed, but it's used almost like a haunted house, like a real deal haunted house. You want the whole poltergeist experience? No, Carol Ann, don't. Yeah,
come to the light, Carol Ann.
Yeah. I've never been myself because I don't mess with that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, there's only so much Jesus can do for you. He's like, I ain't telling you to go in there. This is not the time to test your faith, my son. No.
I'm a firm believer of God helps those who help themselves. Don't go around putting yourself in a bad situation.
We face to face right now because you were stupid.
Now, what did we learn? If you've been enjoying the conversation that me and Rekkai have been having, be a friend of the channel and hit that subscription button. Of course, give us that thumbs up, because that's how the people know you're digging what we're giving you. And if you want to get to know Rekkai a little bit better, Rekkai, go ahead and tell the people how they can get in contact with you.
On all social media at DiamondMynd, DiamondMynd, because it's all about this right here.
Hey, you all, thank you so much for the comments. We do read all of them. We may not be able to respond to all of them, but we are super, super grateful that the engagement has just been insane. Let us know what we got right, what we got wrong, and the fun one is always what did we miss. But please, please, please do it in the context of what we've seen so far. No spoilers. This is our first time going through it, and we have a lot of people that are watching this for the first time along with us. So we all kind of want to be on the same page. Thank you so much. Hey, we'll catch y'all next episode. All right, y'all.